Okay.
So
Well, I guess we'll
I think we should talk about Big Black since we were just having that discussion.
most definitely we could talk about Big Black.
So the number one thing that Fatima brought up was the ambiguity in the face, or I guess the universality it could be.
And we were just questioning what the gender could possibly be, the age. It was just a very abstract piece, and who was Big Black? That was our main question.
Right. I think one of the things that I appreciate about Big Black is that she's invoking a conversation about standards of beauty. And particularly when we're dealing with the history of African Americans and African American features and African features, the standard of beauty is rather looked at negatively. So I appreciate that she is utilizing the African mask as kind of a template to engage that conversation. And then also at the same time too, when she's talking about light, she's not using the color white at all. She's using black and green and red instead to talk about light. And usually when you think about light, it's connotated with white. So that was refreshing. So to see that.
I think she's just bringing a big significance to color, aside from white, using that as light and definitely highlighting the African American features without being specific to any gender or any particular person. I think it's a universal sort of piece for African.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited with the Spelman College Museum of Fine Art. I absolutely love each and every one of the exhibits they have. It's affirming as a black woman to come to a space where you see work that represents you in some way, shape, or form. And also it's empowering to anyone, regardless of your gender or race, because it's important. It's important to remember that Black art informs our culture, regardless of our personal identities. It informs our history. I mean, you really feel the 1960s when you're in here. You feel that vibe, and you feel the weight of that time. Even I wasn't alive in the 1960s, but I'm getting that now, being here, and I appreciate the work that's done with the Spelman College Museum of Fine Art. Good job.
We were just talking about Faith Ringgold as a pivotal storyteller of many generations, since her work spans 4 decades or more, and we were just discussing Tar Beach, which was a book that we remembered growing up reading, and it just so happens that we're adults now and we can look back and remember her work that impacted our childhood. So,
and also as artists, we all are interested in the arts, and as artists, I think it's relevant that she has informed some part of our history to inform our artwork today.
Most definitely. Yeah, no, and one of the things that comes to mind is this piece that's over here. The skin tones, and even thinking about, the way we think about skin color today, and throughout history, and even notions of passing in the early 1900s, and black people bleaching their skin at one point in order to appear white. So there's several layers. Most definitely, yeah. And even connecting that to today, I think we still have a color complex today. We still, look at lighter skin versus darker skin, and I see on Facebook here and there conversations about that, and it's still a conversation to be had, and I'm grateful that she is exhibiting that in her artwork. And I think one of the things that I appreciate, particularly with this piece right over here, which name I'm not seeing, but it's the same face. It's the exact same face, just exemplified in 6 different skin tones. So when I see that, I see, okay, we're all the same. I see that we're all the same. We're just different skin tones. Whether we're of different races or or we're all the same race, we're all the same. but yet we're different as well.
And the eye color too changes.
Right. The eye color does change, and the nose changes a little bit. But I feel like the structure of the face in it of
Yeah.
itself,
Oh, yeah.
The
is
scale of it,
right,
and the
is
way
the
it's presented
exactly.
repetitively,
it's the exact
it's the same face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that say about us as a human race, right? Like not just race in terms of color, as a human race, like we all are the same. So yeah, thank you, Faith Ringgold.